units, Spectrum cable, and YouTube go boom. We're back. Let me know if you got a good view of this thing now. I actually changed things back a little bit to where I just changed a few of the settings. So let's load a save game. We've got to remember that's in campaign 16 now. Let's play 3 and let's go. Get right back up to where we were. All right. Now, hopefully, Spectrum, YouTube, hang with me here. Hang with me, Spectrum and YouTube. I need you. Yeah, but let me know. Let me know in the comments if it looks good. I actually got this. I popped it up to full screen, and we're just going to go at 1280. We're going to see if this thing. Because you know the graphics are so good in this game. I like them better. They're sharper. They're clearer. I want you to see that as well. Hey, Beryl, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, back to it. Well, actually, when we left there, I was talking about John Tiller. John Tiller Games is now putting together a massive Eastern Front game that sounds like it kind of combines its 5 different titles that are in and around Moscow, and to the south. Let's hope that's true. And I may ask one of you, if you know how to play the Soviets well, to play me on the channel. That could be fun. Mano e mano, a challenge is out there. Yeah, anyway, let's get back to moving Ninth Army. Okay, good. Yeah, and so I sharpened the resolution as well. I'm just going to let it go. I've got it up to full screen mode. We're just going to do it. I even got the comments right above my head, so that gave me a chance to go back and optimize all of that stuff. Hopefully, we don't have another problem. All right, we're moving Ninth Army, and we're moving them along here. They're part of 6th Corps. Where do we want them to go? How far do we want them to go? Now, it's interesting. I generally like to bring these down here and knock out as much as I can so the other units can get past. And I think that's what I'll do here. So we'll bring him there. Now, the headquarters still hasn't moved. Why is that important? Well, if you're going to do a hasty attack, the only way your division out here can get support units is if your headquarters has not moved. If you do a deliberate attack, it doesn't matter whether the headquarters has moved or not. All right, so the headquarters has not moved. All right, so let's go to the headquarters and let's go get support units. And what do I mean by that? Well, you right click here and you see it's already got 14 support units that reside here at 6th Corps. Okay. That is just how the game starts. It's a default. Now, you may remember when we set up the game, we're telling the game, the AI, we want 0 here. So you may say, well, why are they still here? That does not happen until the logistics phase at the start of turn 2. They will move, all of these will move up a level. All right? They will go up to 9th Army headquarters. Why do we want that? Well, from 9th Army headquarters, we can push them right back down and get them into battles. But in that case, for all of 9th Army, the way it is now, these are only available to 6th Corps. Okay, so they start with quite a few, actually. They've got 2 artillery. They've got 3 anti-aircraft. They've got 3 engineer battalions. And they've got 4 construction battalions. Don't ever really worry about the construction battalions. They'll go up to the Army headquarters and Army group headquarters and just sit. Well, I say sit there. They won't. They will be used by those headquarters, but that's all AI. You don't have to worry about that. What you're going to be worrying about is pioneer battalions, anti-aircraft, artillery, any infantry support units that you have. Those are the main ones. You also have guns. You have all kinds of different artillery. But let's put some... Well, we've already got these, right? If we wanted more, we could go up to the 9th Army headquarters and Army Group North. No, I'm sorry, Army Group Center. 9th Army is an Army Group Center. And pull some more down. And now you see that. These are the ones available to come down here. These are the ones at the 9th Army headquarters. These are the ones at the Army Group Center headquarters. Now, as we go on and we're pulling them higher, this is going to be a very long list that we'll be able to come in here and select exactly what we need. So we could get Panzerjägers if we wanted to. Those are anti-tank. We could get more flak. We also have a motorized infantry brigade that we could pick. Now, when I say pick, what's going to happen? When I click on these, they get down here to 6th Corps. And then as the divisions under 6th Corps do attacks or defend, it can commit these to battle. The general can, if he wants to. None of these really stand out to me as something that we need to have here. We've already got artillery. And so let's go ahead and hit these 2 fortified units. Let's do this one first. They should just disintegrate. And let's pause this really quickly. All right. 6th Corps, 26th Infantry Division. That's these guys. You see here that 2 artillery support units were committed to this battle by Forster. They didn't add anything. My guess is, the artillery got up there, maybe they fired some shots. They didn't add anything to our combat value, so they didn't do any good. But they could have, okay? So they surrendered. That's 456 men. We'll continue there. They're just gone. Now we'll hit that fortified unit. Same idea. The artillery didn't get up there and really do anything, but again, it could have. So let's have this be our first unit in building this corridor. We're going to build a corridor out here to get the panzers through, and that's always what you want to do. So let's have this one, though, go a little further north because we need a northern edge of this corridor as well, and these are the units that are the furthest to the north. So let's step up here. Okay, I thought maybe this would disintegrate because or route, scatter, disperse. We may have to go down resolution. Let's try that. It's always at this time of the day. So it's my internet provider. I have no doubt about that. Spectrum cable. Let's try a slower or a slower. Let's hope it's not slower resolution. Let's see if that helps at all. Yeah, no, I've upgraded as much as you can upgrade with Spectrum cable. This is not particular to me. Spectrum cable has a long list of complaints about it. Let me tell you, I've got the premium plan. It's always this time of day. I never have problems with the stream at night. Yeah, my internet connection's in the winter of 41. I really don't, and I apologize. It's too bad because, we're really building up a good audience for these live streams, and maybe I'm just going to have to start doing them later because it seems like, I don't know if it's lunchtime, it's the start of lunchtime in California and everybody jumps on the internet, but this is the only problem or the only time I ever have problems with the stream. Never in the morning, never in the evening. I don't know. It drives me crazy. But it looks like we're back. Tell me if we are. Sorry for anybody watching. I know it's annoying. Believe me, it doesn't annoy anyone more than it annoys me. So let's just see if it's back up here. Yeah, I would think so too, Arthur. Hey, David J. Rousson. How are you, sir? Yeah, you would think that would be. I don't know. It's right around noontime. Well, 11. It's 11 a.m. here. It's between that time and like 1 here. The internet connection is just terrible. My wife has the same problem. And like I said, I'm in his platinum edition of the internet as you can get. Or let's put it this way, I pay a hell of a lot of money for it. So It is very frustrating, and they will be getting a call. But meanwhile, let's move the Ninth Army. Why not? Okay, so what I was trying to decide here, we moved this core out. We moved them, up here. I knocked that back to start this part of the corridor a little further out. I've got the other division of that core right down here. Now I could move these guys, but they're the ones I want to get the furthest. They're the furthest north. We already have hexes that are cleared out for them. And I wondered, we're going to be shifting most of this north, most of Ninth Army, if maybe I should bring some things from the back here. And I think that's what I'm going to do and have them do the attacks, the ones that are right here. And so I'm going to move him forward. Okay. We still have 13 movement points there. Let's have him do a hasty, and that unit just surrenders. All right. Now we'll move him forward into the forest. There. Okay, we'll hasty that one. Look at this. I'm just, blowing things away. I didn't even go get support units here because I don't really think we need them. Let's do a hasty attack there. Go out one more. We'll do a hasty attack there. That might be a little tougher of a battle. That's 15,000 men. Let's see what kind of odds we got here. Well, okay. That was better than I was expecting. We got 2 retreats out of that. Well, let's just keep on trucking. And we'll hasty there. He routes. You can see all of the air power that's coming in. I feel like there's a lot more ground support in this game. That's just my general impression so far. Oh, now you see one of those reserve units was committed, but we routed it all out, so it ended up not mattering. Let's go ahead and hasty that one too. And again, a tank unit. This tank unit was brought here. This is in reserve, and it was brought into that battle. That's what I'm talking about, committing reserved forces. That's what happened right there. Okay, well, let's go ahead and move the other units of his corps. And we'll get up here. That battalion surrenders, all right. That's kind of a new thing in the game where these support units can actually surrender. These units, okay, we scattered them. Let's try to do a hasty attack there. Okay, we got 5.3 to 1. That works. Okay, I'm going to leave him right there for a moment. And hey, Jadick, how's it going? I'm going to leave it right there for a moment. Now, I think we're going to eventually move it, but let's move the other division that's part of the... Gosh darn it, I keep doing that because that's how you did it in the old game. Let's keep these guys going. Now, these guys should scatter. They do. Okay, so I can only get to about right there, which means with this unit, I think what I'm going to do instead is do this. Okay, so we're building this inner encirclement to try to encircle all of these troops basically with just infantry. So now I'm going to move him down there, and now I've got him every other hex, sort of, like I want it. Now there's a little gap there, but there's not... I don't think they would have enough movement points to get through there. We'll come back and move these guys in a moment. Let's go ahead and move these divisions, and they're going to be further to the north. I guess I'll move this one first. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to bring them further south. So I wish I would have gotten on this rail line, but we'll have to do that with a motorized unit or one of these smaller regiments. So there we go. All right, let's come up this way, this way, this way. All right, let's bring him straight across. He scatters those units. He's going to get onto this rail line, And then can he go one more? No. Okay, because he's in this zone of control. So let's go ahead and hit that unit. You can see that there's a unit that was committed to its defense because this also must be a reserve unit. But we knocked him back, and that's good. We just want to keep knocking those guys back. Now we have one more division here. And gosh, I swear, I keep doing the controls just like we're playing War in the East 1. Now we need to knock these guys out of our way. So let's go do that. There, okay, 140 to 1, that should work. That route's excellent. I'm gonna move him up 1. All right, now let's move these headquarters, or move this headquarters at least. We'll move him up into the light woods. This headquarters has got his units. This headquarters needs to move up. We'll put him in, like here. How about that? That all works. All right, now if we back up a little bit, I think you can start to see the plan. So the plan is we drive here with the infantry. We open up as many of these hexes as we can, and then with 3rd Panzer, we're going to blow right through here and try to get, and it's a further encirclement back here. So with the infantry, we're going to try to get an encirclement right here, which is the inner encirclement. Back here, we're going to try to get the bigger envelopment even. So if anything does retreat out, it's also encircled. Now we can't really get around all of these. I've tried to do this before. You can't get around all these troops. You just don't have enough movement points. And so, we're gonna do it this way. This is how I traditionally would do it. And so really no change from the previous game. We do still have these regiments back here, and let's see how far we can take them. I wouldn't mind. I wish I could get them out here just a little further. I may put this unit. Well, let's see. Let's actually do it this way. Let's go here. Now these are broken down. This is normally a full division, but we've broken it into 3 parts. And so they're like regiments, but they're not called regiments. They're just called 1/3. In this case, the 3rd part, I think this is probably the first. Okay, that's the first part. That's the 2nd part of this division. Let's go here. Let's do, let's actually put some support units in here in 20 core. We're gonna have to get some things out from under his command. Are we? I guess not. No, okay. I was looking at division, but this is actually just showing the breakdown of the 162nd and the 256. So he's got plenty of command. He's only at 6 of 9. Wow, he's already got a lot of artillery. Well, that's good. We haven't moved the headquarters yet, so let's hit that right there. Oh, okay. This is actually stronger than it was representing. All right, that's fine. We don't even really need to take this. This is kind of a mop-up crew. So let's hit there instead. There we got 2.4 to 1. I guess we can do a deliberate attack here. Again, back here, these units, and that routed it, these units are all going to get mopped up anyway. We're trying to encircle them, but we may as well get down the road as far as we can here. Let's stay on this side of the river with him. I'll just have him do a deliberate attack. You can do deliberate attacks with these. Speed is not... Ooh, we didn't quite get 2 to 1 there. Kind of surprising. It's because it's just 1/3 of a division. We will eventually make that all one division. Okay, now we routed that, and they're going to the right place. This is where we want to surround them. Let's put that there. Now then, let's have him move up here. We'll just have him hasty attack. That's surrendered. Okay. Gosh, only 196 men out of the 800 actually made it to the surrender point. Wow. We're really just blowing through here. All right, I wanted to know what that was. Now this unit is also, this is 3 parts of a division as well. Let's get them down here. We're again making this inner, well, these guys aren't doing it. We've already made the kind of inner encirclement at the, from there, from those units. These guys we're just going to use to hit whatever we can. That unit routed, but it couldn't get out. That's why it's important to kind of make the encirclement first. It's possible that would have routed much further if we didn't have that set up that way. I'm going to just keep driving these guys. Let's just keep driving out here. Let's move up 20th Corps. We'll just stack it with one of the units so there's not a chance that something can affect us here. Now, I'm wondering, how far out here can I get? Maybe this unit. I'm going to bring this unit all the way down here. I'm going to have him try to take out these units. That gives these guys more of a run. Let's, nah, couldn't do it there. Let's hit that unit. Okay, we just got 2 to 1 and it routed. This, we will do a deliberate attack. All kinds of air power coming in. We had 80 bombers that showed up there, but we couldn't dislodge it. That's fine. Now then, I'll just have this guy come around behind these units. If he's got enough, I'll do a hasty. Sure, why not? Let's blow this one out. So that's surrendered. 380 of the 921 men. I wonder if that manpower is going to come back against us. I mean, it could be partisans. They could become partisans. Maybe they're just kind of gone. Huh. All right. Let's see. These units are traditionally, or always have been in the past, part of Ninth Army. We're going to leave them as is right now. They are connected to OKH directly. Actually, let's go look at the different army breakdowns. We've only got 16 of 27 and 16th. We've got 28 of 27 and 18th. So if we're going to put them up in the north, we would put them with 16th. What does 9th Army have? Where is the 9th Army headquarters? Is it hiding? Where is the 9th Army headquarters? There it is. It's got 20 of 27. That is underneath Adolf Strauss. He's an okay general. How many units is this again in this corps? There's the headquarters. Wow, it's commanding 14 of 9th. So it's got 14 units. That would put 9th over its command limit. What's 4th Army got? It's got 27 of 27. So really, I think these guys are going to have to be connected up here to 16th Army. I think that's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and do that. Is that what I want to do? I think it is. Let's put it in 16th Army. It's going to put 16th Army over just slightly, though. Maybe that's why they set it up this way. I'm going to defer that decision. We're not going to be doing a lot of combat this turn, and so we don't necessarily need the support units committed. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and do that. This guy, I think I'm going to bring down here and just go ahead and clear out if I can. Those units surrendered and routed. All right. I'll bring him here. We'll go ahead and attack. Didn't get good odds, but that's fine. It's not going anywhere. We'll just clean that up next time. I guess I can go ahead and hit it again, see what happens. Well, even worse odds. So that's a 12 unit. That's fine. I'm glad I came down and found that out. Now let's start moving these other, what are now regiments, really, of this unit. Let's bring this one up this way, because eventually I think I am going to have them be part of 16th Army. Yeah, let's go up this way with these guys. All right, so there's that. We have a whole division here that can move. So let's put him there. Okay. Now these breakdowns of the divisions, we'll get these guys up here in the north as well. The northern part of the center. Let's put it that way. Um, I don't know. We'll just kind of bunch them all up here. With one of the ones in the back here, maybe we'll attack this unit, try to get rid of it. See if we can. It's possible we can't. Yep, they held. Okay, well, it's still got movement points. We'll get him up here. Now then, let's move here. We'll hasty attack there. Okay, we routed that, or surrendered and retreated. And we'll hit this unit again. We're just going to keep hitting it every time on the way by. Then we'll have some movement points left, and we'll move those up here. All right, that looks good. We've got another one. Move him out this way. These guys are getting a lot further than they generally do on turn one. Now this unit's isolated, it has nowhere to go, so I'm just not that worried about it. You can see we also have another motorized unit that's still fixed. It's got 0 movement points, so we can't move it yet. But it's nice to have another. All right, let's move this guy up there. And let's have this guy... we'll have him do a hasty attack across the river. Okay, they were only scouted there. It's a little too strong. Doesn't matter. That's going to get isolated eventually. So we'll go ahead and move them up here as well. All right. Now we'll move the headquarters up there. And like I said, I think eventually we'll put this in 16th Army. It's a more units really than I remember you getting at the start before. I could hit that again. I'm just going to keep hitting it over and over. It's going to be isolated. Now we wasted 42 men there. They're digital men, so I don't feel as bad. 8th SS Cavalry. Okay, this is kind of a free agent unit. What I think I'm going to do, though, because of the apparent stream problems, I'm going to call this the end of this episode. All right, I'm going to come back in just a couple of hours and put up another one. Like I said, in the afternoon, I never have a problem. Is it me? Possibly. I've got this thing as optimized as you can get it. So anyway, I will come back in a couple of hours. We've now moved 9th Army, and before we get into 4th Army, I'll just call this an episode. And when we come back, we will figure out what we want to do with this kind of free agent cavalry unit. Now it's directly attached to Army Group North, so we could put it in pretty much any of the panzer or motorized groups that we want to. Usually I use this unit to mop up partisans back here to the extent they're trying to cut your rail, and we may just do that again. Keep it attached to Army Group North, set it in Minsk when we get there, and have it deal. And of course, I know that's very sad historically how they dealt with it, but have that SS unit deal with partisans in our rear. That didn't sound right. Anyway, Strategy Gaming Dojo, thank you so much. Sorry if you had a stream problem. The video that goes up on the channel later should be complete and have no problems. So if you missed anything, tune in there and come back with me in a couple of hours. We will continue playing this all day today as well. I will also do a War in the Pacific at some point. But when? As my wife looks at me and says, when are we going to have time to do anything else now that this game's out? Anyway, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Strategy Gaming Dojo. I'll talk to you next time.